we are reviewing the Ginsters limited edition Heinz Beanz and cheese slice. Now, usually for the products that I review on this channel, I bring you a price point. But for this one, all of the shops are selling this limited edition slice for different prices. Now, I managed to pick this up for £1.50. But when looking online, I was seeing that Tesco, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, One Stop, the price ranges are totally different, from £1.50 to £2.50. So what we'll do in today's video, we'll take the Ginsters slice out of the packet, we'll then heat it up, we'll cut into it and see what's inside, and then towards the end of the video we'll do a taste test. And if you enjoy videos like this, then consider subscribing to the channel and leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me, which food should I review next? So here we go then, no messing about, straight into today's review. The Ginsters Beanz and cheese slice, 100% British cheddar. And of course, there's the Heinz Beanz graphic and the serving recommendation on front. Heinz Beanz, 44%. Beans, 47%. Tomatoes, 36%. And for allergens, it looks to be wheat, milk, egg, and mustard. So a lot of information on the packaging then. You can see the nutritional information and traffic light system on screen. If that's something that interests you, then pause the video and take a look at that. And of course, it's suitable for freezing. How can we cook it then? So oven, air fry, and microwave. I will be opting for the microwave, so place on a microwavable plate, chilled 90 seconds, leave to stand for 60 seconds. So let's go ahead and get this thing of beauty out of its package and take a look at it. And so here we go, straight out of the packaging, and this is what we get. On first looks, leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me, what do you think on first looks? Remember the price, £1.50 to £2.50, depending where you shop. You can pick up this limited edition Ginsters Beanz and cheese slice. Now, I did lift the slice as gently as I could to put it onto a microwavable plate, but it's just absolutely crumbled in my hands, as you can see there. I've got to be honest, really disappointed for the price that the pastry is crumbling like that. But nevertheless, let's get it into the microwave and see what we have once it's cooked. And so 90 seconds in the microwave, 60 seconds left to stand. And what have we got? We've got a plate of absolute mush, is the only way I can describe it. For the price, I am massively disappointed so far in this. I want to try and get an angle of this because I don't know if it'll show on camera, but the pastry is absolutely falling apart. I don't know whether it's the beans and the cheese inside that's turned it to absolute mush, but it's just a plate of sog. That familiar smell of Heinz Beanz coming through, as you would assume with it being a link up with Heinz. But again, I'm massively disappointed in the sogginess of the overall pastry. However, let's cut the slice open, let's take a look inside, and then get into our taste test. And so here we go then, the pastry cut open, and I've lifted the top of the pastry just so we can see more of what's inside. And of course, you can see cheese and beans. That, in my opinion, does not look appealing. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me, does that look appealing to you? You know, I genuinely can't downplay this. Just look at what's on the fork. It's absolute mush. Does this work? Does beans and cheese in a pastry slice work? Well, I'm going to say at the moment, no. The taste test might actually prove different, that it might taste nice, but the serving recommendation, it looks light, it looks fluffy, it looks colourful. The colour of the beans is completely different than what you're seeing on screen right now. Now, I hate to say it again, but before I get into the product, on first sight, I'm very disappointed at what we've got. And let's not delay the inevitable any further. Let's get straight into the taste test. We'll start with just the pastry. So there's hardly any filling on that. I'll give you the close-up. It's just the pastry. The Ginsters pastry, it's usually quite peppery. And I want to say as well, I like beans, I like cheese, and I like pastry. But do the three of them go together? I'm not sure. Let's get straight into the taste. The pastry on itself, without the filling, quite soggy, no crunch, no consistency, and very peppery. So the peppery taste that you usually get with a Ginsters product. Now let's try the product as a whole. So again, the pastry, the beans, and the cheese. So the filling this time. Straight in with the taste. Is it possible to take back everything I've just said? Let me just try it again to be absolutely sure. Okay, absolutely scrap the beginning of this video. You can't judge a book by its cover. The taste that I'm getting, that normal Heinz Beanz tomatoey type taste, you can really taste the 100% British cheddar cheese coming through as well in that slice. The only thing I would say that lets it down is the slice is very soggy, but that might be because I put it in the microwave and I didn't air fry it and I didn't oven it. If you opt to air fry it or place it in the oven, you might actually get that crispiness that I didn't get from putting it in the microwave. So what have we learned in today's video? Don't judge a book by its cover. This product is really nice and it's limited edition, which means it won't be in shops for very long. But again, if I'm being critical, 2 points, the price tag, I don't like that. But of course, it's a Heinz product, so the price, it's always inflated. And secondly, the pastry, it was very soggy, but I think there's a way around that if you put it in the air fryer or cook it in the oven. And so taste test, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And an overall rating, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It was great. And so if you enjoy videos like this, then consider subscribing to the channel and let me know in the comment section down below, which food should I review next?